Hello friends and enemies, welcome to or back to Happy Pronounce Me Isabel with your manga recommendations today. So one of y'all requested this specifically and I was like, I can absolutely deliver on this pretty quickly. And that is manga series that are complete and that I love. So that's like easy peasy, kind of. Oh crap, hold on. I just realized I have one more to add because I just finished it recently. So yeah, I wanted to talk about manga series that are complete that I love. This is gonna range from things that are 2 volumes and larger because why not? And obviously we're gonna cover kind of a wide-ish range of genres of manga slash demographics. I'm just gonna call them genres. I'm a book person first and foremost, so my brain meshes all the words together for both things. But yeah, we will cover a wide range of our age demographics for manga and types. So yeah, let's dive right in with our first one, which is I'm Kind of Chubby and I'm Your Hero. This is only 2 volumes. First of all, 2 volumes. So like you could read this in a day. Easy peasy read this in a day. Like super easy peasy. This was such a cute little 2-shot situation. This follows our 2 heroes who are both aspiring for their dreams. This one here wants to be a pastry chef. This one is our chubby actor. And we follow their slow, soft, very sweet and adorable romance. It's just really, really cute and fun and cozy. Like it is such a good, just little 2-volume read. I do wish it was longer, which I feel that way about most things that I think are 2 volumes or a one-shot. Generally speaking, I'm usually like, I would love some more. Please and thank you. But I'm also okay that this ended where it did. We still got our HEA. We still got to watch the 2 of them fall in love and be absolutely precious together. Next, we have one that I think may or may not be on KU still, but is now available in a big omnibus, and that is Love and Focus. Love and Focus follows a girl living in a boarding house with 2 boys that are competing for her affection, one of which she knew as a child, one of which is new to her. And it follows her love of photography, and it's really, really sweet, really cute. Very fun, just quick shoujo to read. Again, another one that I feel like you could easily read in a day. It's not going to take you too long, but the art's fun. Like, it's got cute art. The tension is good, and I feel like because it's only 3 volumes, it's not dragged out too long, which isn't a benefit because some shoujos drag the like love triangle out way too long for me. But this is so cute and fun. Next, I have another 3 volumes, and that's Primitive Boyfriend. This is so funny. Listen, this is one that I think is so bonkers bananas that I highly recommend it to my shoujo girls, because the thing is, at the end of the day with this one, you are going to have a good time. You are going to enjoy yourself with it, but also it's only 3 volumes, so like even if some of it doesn't work for you, it's still like, it's not that much of a commitment. This follows a girl who travels through time to find the perfect boyfriend, and she thinks that all the boys at her school are hopeless wimps. And this like goddess basically sends her through time. It's a very silly, very funny, over the top. I mean, these covers are fantastic. And yeah, I just truly have so much fun. She travels 2.5 million years back in time and like keeps traveling forward through time, and then eventually obviously finds her match in current time. But it's very silly, very goofy book, and just a fun time at the end of the day. It's probably one of the most unique shoujos I've read. Then we have, actually the next 2 are some of my favorite yuris. So we have Donuts Under a Crescent Moon. This is only 4 volumes. This is a fantastic workplace sapphic romance. This follows 2 women figuring themselves out. One of them is helping raise her little sister on her own, and it's them just figuring out what it means to like each other, and they're so freaking cute together. I really can't imagine, I don't know, not having this in my life. Yeah, one of them is really doubting themselves because they're unable to have romance with men, and then they realize, obviously, that they're lesbians. Gotta love it. Next, we have another 4-volume Yuri book, which is Catch These Hands. This literally just finished this year. This is also another fantastic option. This one is a little less sweet than Under a Crescent Moon. So this is kind of if you're looking for 2 former high school bullies that bullied each other who find love. This one for me didn't end as strong as Donuts Under a Crescent Moon, but I still really enjoyed it overall. I love the title. I love the art in this. I love the setup that they both were high school bullies and kind of rivals, but it's both of them getting their lives together as adults as well and figuring out what they need to do to be able to be together. And that in and of itself to me is really, really precious. That one I feel like is very, like, both of those are pretty slice of life, but I think Catchy's Hands is even more slice of life. Next, complete at 5 volumes, we have The Savior's Book Cafe Story in Another World. Oh, this title. I will just call it Savior's Book Cafe again, so if I say it again. But this I loved. So this is an isekai. She travels back to, or into another world and has the power, but doesn't want it to be known that she has this power, so she ends up in this little bookstore cafe situation that she runs, and is hiding the power she has from everyone. And the captain of the Knight's Guard here shows up one day and reads and has a snack there and keeps coming back. And it's their slow romance that is precious, but also her having to step up and help the world she's in, which she happily does when she has to. But it's also like, I feel like her finding out like she can do that, but also still have her like privacy and peace. This was precious. I loved this. I was so happy that it was 5 volumes. Thrilled with how it ended, thrilled all around about it. Like, it just was such a solid story. If you somehow have not picked this up and you are a bookish person, which you're here, you have to be a bookish person in some capacity, and you like isekais, or you're like me and you're indifferent on them, you need to read this. Next, we have a 6-volume complete, and okay, we're calling it 6, but 5 of these are double volumes. It's still 6. Okay, so I have the final volume here, 6. That is Wotakoi, Love is Hard for Otaku. This follows 3 different couples total and is really fun and precious. Our main couple here is former childhood friends to lovers, and it was really, really cute and fun to read. I think this is one, again, it's not it's in my top 5, but it's one that kind of gets bopped around a lot. I still really enjoyed the story. I really enjoyed them as a couple. I think for me, I wanted a little more, just a little more, but overall, this is such a fun read. And such an enjoyable read, and just fun to watch their relationship develop. Also, I just love the covers on top of that. So yeah, this is a fantastic quick option. I feel like this is one you can probably get. There's box sets now for it also, so you can probably pick it up a little bit cheaper or used. Like, you might not collect all the variants for the final volume. But yeah, I think this is really fun. I like how we kind of bop around to different couples. We get different age groups falling in love, different kinds of people falling in love. And overall, it's a bunch of nerds. So, special place in my heart as a nerd to read this and enjoy it. It was just so fun. Okay, next we have Blue Flag, which is 8 volumes. 8 volumes. So this is one that is also complete. This is one that is also complete at 8 volumes and has been out for a minute. Might be on the Viz app, I'm not positive. This I really, really enjoyed. I think this is one of those coming of age, figuring out your sexuality and identity stories that is really good. I will say there is some issues with the ending. Some of us have issues with it. It does fall a little flat in some ways, but overall, I still had a really good time with this story and the love quadrangle that was happening. So like 2 of them have crushes on the other 2 who have crushes on different people. And it's all very like intermingled and mixed. Again, a really fun like kind of self-discovery of like who you like, what that means, what is the, what is it to like someone. Really, really good. The art is stunning. I just think it's such a good story in here that I can't recommend it enough. It is one of the early mangas I read when I got back into reading in this format, and I truly will never forget it. What is on my book? Okay, next one that I recently completed and is completed 9 volumes is my Love Mixup. So this is the cover sideways. It's so cute. This is volume 1. I loved this story at the end of the day. I was nervous. Volume 8 gave me a moment, pause, but it was all fine in the end. But this was so good. I honestly think my Love Mixup might be one of my new favorites. I just was really surprised by how much I liked the story. So our hero, oh wait, that's upside down. I'm a mess. It's fine. Anyways, our hero here, Aoki, has a crush on Hashimoto, the girl in the seat next to him in class, but he borrows an eraser from her that has the name Ida on it. He thinks that's who her crush is. In fact, a letter's missing and that's not who her crush is. But he drops the eraser and Ida sees it, and then he has to confess his crush on him to try and dodge this thing around her who loaned him the eraser and be her being the crushee. Anyways, big misunderstandings lead to dating between these 2 boys and them discovering their sexuality in a lot of ways and what it means to them, who they're attracted to and all that fun stuff. This is really funny also. I feel like this is one of those mangas that's really funny, really sweet. It has the perfect mix of everything happening, and I love that about it. But yeah, I adored this. I just finished volume 9 in the last month, and I honestly can't recommend it enough. In fact, if you watched my reading in 8 hours, I finished that in here. So yeah, reading for 8 hours. Anyways, yeah, love this. Highly, highly recommend, if it's not been on your radar, that you pick it up and give it a try, at least a couple volumes. Okay, next is the series I never shut up about. Again, a big key into my like current manga reading, Sweat and Soap. If you have not picked up Sweat and Soap, what are you doing? Why have you not picked this up yet? How have I not convinced you to pick up Sweat and Soap? If you're new here, I mean, I guess it's possible. But this is a weird setup, and if you can get past the setup, it really pays off into one of my favorite, very realistic relationship stories because it felt so real. I've been with my partner Grumps for a very long time, and a lot of this just felt very real, very early relationship stuff and like long term. Our heroine sweats a lot and is constantly in the bathroom like using wipes and products from the company she works at that makes soap to clean herself up. And our hero loves how she smells. And listen, is it weird? Yeah, I get it. It's a little weird, but it works so well that I truly like can't fathom a different setup for them. And you know, I'm not gonna yuck anybody's yum at the end of the day either, but it feels weird, feels a little different. But at the end of the day, as you journey through their story, you watch the two of them like come to such an understanding for each other and love for each other and just like care and tenderness to be there for each other. It's just fantastic. I highly, highly recommend Sweat and Soap. Also, it's a little dirty, and we know I love a dirty book. Last but not least is a 23 volume series that is available on the Shonen Jump app. And I don't know how you haven't read it yet, but that would be Demon Slayer. I read this in, 24-ish hours or something. I read this so fast. I devoured Demon Slayer. There's a dedicated reading blog for it. I can link it for y'all if you're interested. Yeah, Demon Slayer is a great option if you want to read a completed longer series because it is only 23 volumes only. But, you know, comparatively to things we have running right now that are already nearing 20-some volumes and don't seem to be ending, and or, you know, One Piece, this is a great option for you. I think Demon Slayer does a wonderful job of storytelling, of really pulling you through a story and engaging you in a way that you don't want to stop reading it. Even as somebody who has watched the entire anime so far, like to date, I am caught up. Demon Slayer is fan-freaking-tastic. We follow Tanjiro on his journey to save his sister who has been bitten by a demon and like turned into a demon. And we follow the journey of them adventuring and him becoming a Hashira and his friends, my babies, Inosuke and Zenitsu. I mean, all of them are like my babies. I love them so much. But yeah, it's such a good journey. We meet so many cool characters and you really just like can't stop once you start reading it to an extent, I feel like. But if you're looking for something like longerish that you could probably finish before the end of the year, honestly, easily, Demon Slayer might be a good option. So yeah, if you haven't read it yet, I don't know what you're doing with yourself. If you like action shoujos at all, I really think you can't go wrong if you want to pick up Demon Slayer. But yeah, that's all I have for you today on this one. If there's any other manga type rec videos you want, let me know in the comments, and or what series you think I should pick up that's completed. Completed is the key word here. If you don't want to do either of those things, leave me a demon-y emoji, like a devil or the devil mask emoji, something like that, because Demon Slayer, why not? Or soap. You could leave me soap. I'm sure there's a soap emoji. It's gonna be real funny. I hope I get devil mask and soap emojis. People are gonna be real confused with those comments. Anyways, you can do that down below. And I will be linking to everything for you down there, as well as links to my friend anywhere on the internet. And I will talk to y'all in just a few days. Bye.
Already packing, come with me. I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see the world in action, what we can be, life with no distractions. We'll get away, this is what we